Once you have located your seat, we ask that you please step out of the aisle so the passengers be...
Apparently, this bag has been tested for carrying 100 kilos. 100 kilos! Like, it can take 2 supermodels. And you can carry 2 supermodels in this, roughly. And it will last. For a hot guy just to please my eyes. Is there any hot guy in here? Probably not, but let's see what we can actually find in there. Welcome everybody and welcome to another video. I'm actually flying with Liam this weekend and I thought I'm actually gonna film what's in my bag but what's in my onboard handbag. You around here, welcome. My name is Eva, I live in London. I film about fashion, lifestyle, beauty and life in London and motherhood. And I would love if you hit that subscribe button, you know the drill, like the video, turn on the notification bell because it will make me so happy. So as my onboard handbag, as much as I would love to swap this for the Dior book tote, which I think is amazing bag that fits loads and it's amazing for traveling, I'm using one of my oldest designer bags and it's the largest size Louis Vuitton Never Full. I've had it probably for around 7 years. And to be fair, if I knew 7 years ago how practical and good this bag is and how durable and easy to look after, I would probably have bought it much earlier. This would definitely be one of my first bags. It honestly, I've used it for so many things from travel, work, office, shoots, beach bag. It is so good. Obviously this bit is leather, this is not, and that this bit is not, and that is what is making it so durable, so you can literally wash anything or use a baby wipe to clean any marks, and I just love it. It's so spacious and that's why I'm choosing this bag most of the time as my onboard bag. When I was buying this, I think it was retailing just over £600. I think it is now much more. Perhaps if I remember, I'll try to put it up on screen how much this bag is selling for now, but it is definitely a great classic timeless investment and I think it's almost an investment forever. The reason why I'm using this bag is because it fits so much. And it's been actually apparently tested that it can carry 100 kilos and that is so much. So sometimes it feels like, oh, it's so heavy and my arm and my shoulder is almost falling off. Nothing ever happened. Obviously I don't want to push it, but sometimes I have no choice because in what I do, I carry a lot of equipment. I don't like to leave it in my check-in bag. I also sometimes stuff in maybe few handbags as well. Yes, it does carry a lot, magazines, books, so much. But let's have a look. For me as an influencer or blogger, whatever you want to call it, and a mum, what does have to fit in? Because I'm using this now when Liam is older also for his changing bag as well. So I would have things like spare clothes for him. But let's not jump into conclusion and let's actually go step by step what is inside. The first two things would be my MacBook and iPad for Liam. When you're flying with children, you know how difficult it can be to entertain them. I know I'm very comfortable mum just to be like, yeah, here is an iPad, but do you know what, those days when you could actually read a book on the flight are long gone. So your life changes. So I normally take an iPad, this just because it's an expensive thing and I can always look up anything, or if Liam would fall asleep or if I'm flying with somebody, I always have it in my onboard bag. But also that is another valuable item I would not want to leave in my check-in luggage. The next two things would be nothing exciting, but something you would expect would be 2 types of headphones. This would be for my laptop. I can always play any cartoons on for Liam, or if he needs to use it for his iPad because it's quite old iPad, so it's like got a different end and the connect, and this would be for my iPhone, so that makes sense. I need basically 2 pair of headphones. I believe these are both of the iPhone original. I very often travel with this pouch, so this is personalized EM, Eva McMahon, but M was also a capital letter or the first letter of my maiden name, so I'm very lucky. I don't need to change anything and it's still valid. And this is by Daily Edited, who do personalized things like pouches, passport covers, handbags, diaries, and I really love their stuff. It's very delicate, you can pick different colors, but I usually use this for our passports. So Liam has got Irish passports, I have Czech, and I also would put things like flight tickets, maybe some change, just to make sure I always have some change for maybe water or some snacks on the plane if needed, or bottle of water, something like that. And I keep it all in one place. It's very easy just to take it out of the bag and there you go. Now another thing I always pack into my hand luggage would be a pair of sunglasses. And I often travel with these. I must have at least 20 pairs of different designer sunglasses, from Dior to Celine, a lot of amazing brands. But I actually love these less specs. They're so affordable. I think they retail around £70. I can link all the items in the description box below. And I think they're cool. They go with so many things. I just love the cat eye. I'm still not bored of it. And they're so easy. And they just match a lot of things. So I usually, when I travel, I'd like to pack almost like a capsule wardrobe, things that are timeless, easy to build your outfit around, and these are definitely it. So these would be the sunglasses of choice. And I also got recently, Liam loves glasses, so I got him his own pair. These are just like little H&M one, but he was so delighted he's got his own pair. And we should maybe do a picture when we travel together in our sunnies. That would be super cool, but he's gonna love having them, so I thought I'm gonna pack them in my bag. The next things I would always pack for Liam, I always put like a little plastic bag in, or canvas bag, usually plastic just in case of anything like leakage. I pack a spare pair of clothes because you never know with children, nappies and baby wipes, and also some snacks. Make sure I have got like healthy snacks, so I can also have apple myself. So I bring stuff from home. I know you can buy at the airport, but you honestly never know what's gonna happen. You may be rushing to the plane, you may not have time just to buy snacks. So I always bring like a few of these oat bars, which he loves. These ones are raspberry and apple, and maybe something like apple or pear, something he really likes, and I know I can have as well. And it's always good to have your own food, because the plain food we all know is not the best, probably for children even worse to digest and everything. The selection is, we know all what the selection is. I mean, I don't mind buying water or coffee on the plane, but it's always good to have a backup and something suitable. I also make sure I have at least one book. Liam loves books, so this one is Czech, it's very popular, Krtek hádá, jak to je. So it's a lot of animals, he just loves it. Sometimes I take even more, so I may maybe put in 2 more depending on how heavy the bag is. Umbrella is a must. It's one thing that I always forget. This one is by Lulu Guinness. I've had it for a very long time. Again, you need sunglasses, you need umbrella. You never know what the weather's gonna be like, especially in London. You know, you may be just trying to board a plane in absolutely horrific weather. You honestly never know. And especially with the low-cost airlines, we're flying with Ryanair. Because that's the only one that is flying, I believe, where we're flying to in Czech Republic. So we're flying with Ryanair. Yeah, they do that thing when they basically call you in that you can board, and then you're standing there for like 20 minutes for them to get it ready. Please don't call me in. Call me in when you're ready, so I don't have to stand there in whatever weather, storm, conditions, snow. Yes, yeah, that's what it is. Next thing I always have on would be my card holder. I use this Saint Laurent card holder in black chevron. I think it's one of the best things I've ever purchased. Honestly, it is so good. It fits quite a lot of cards. It also is great when you have a small bag. I love wearing small bags. Everything all together. I also have got other cards like my Boots card, my Soho membership card, any cards I need, my Oyster card, and I keep it in here. Of course, I wouldn't leave house without my phone, so I have got iPhone 8, and without my keys. These are two things that are very important: to lock the house and then to get back in, and to be able to communicate with world and with you and with Instagram and my parents and who's gonna pick us up. Gosh, can you imagine life before phones? I can't. When it comes to makeup and skincare, I only bring loads and like a proper makeup, even things like face mask, sheet mask, eye patches. I bring it on the long haul flights, but for shorter flights, I try to really minimize the amount of things I'm taking. So although I love to have things like hand cream, I'm really trying to cut it down. Basically, in general, things I would be bringing. So I will start with a fragrance. I often travel with like a small fragrance. This one is 30 ml. It's by Jo Malone, and it is probably my favorite scent. It's the Mimosa and Cardamom. It is honestly so lovely, and as you can see, I've been using it a lot, and it's so easy even if you have to put it in the see-through plastic bags, and to avoid basically any issues, it's better to bring a small bottle, although you can have 100 ml, but it just takes a lot of space. I also love to bring some sort of lip balm. This one is a dream, so this is the Clinique Moisture Surge Lip. It's just so hydrating, and you know, when you travel, your skin can get quite dehydrated, and that applies for your lips as well. But I also love to add a bit of color, so I love this NARS Sex Machine color. So it's it is actually like a lip pencil, and I just love the shade. It's so neutral, and I'm not the type of person that loves to wear a lot of makeup on airplanes. I usually go quite natural. A lot of the flights are also quite in the morning, which I don't feel like I want to wear any makeup. But also, like, flying can make you look really horrific. I'm sure you know when you get off the plane, a bit of a zombie look. Yeah. So it's nice to have a bit of lip color. I usually bring on also this Clinique powder. It's just because this one works really easy for me. It's got a mirror, I don't need a brush, and this one is in shade Matte Ivory, so probably the light is 01, so that's perfect for me. And last but not least, I also bring a hand gel. Antibacterial hand gel. You really need it at the airport and or airplanes. The amount of germs, can you imagine the amount of germs that are in there? Oh, gross. So yeah, this is definitely a handy thing. Bits that come with me would be like portable charger for your phone. Again, that's a problem. I also have a camera, but because I'm filming with it, I can't really put it in. But I have my camera and I have my stand, my tripod, like a mini one. I think it's the Gorilla one that bends over. You can put it on the tree, you can put it on the fence. You can really change it, twist it. It is honestly an amazing product. I also have like a few hairbands if I need to pull my hair up, and chewing gum. That is a must. So you can offer to the neighbor if maybe there's a breath issue. And that's it, guys. So that is what I carry on board in this Louis Vuitton Never Full bag, the largest size. I also sometimes put in like things like chargers, because I like to have it in one space and one place. I think almost like all the tech stuff usually goes into my carry-on. And I think this would be it. So I'm trying not to overdo it, trying to travel as light as possible. Also make sure I can entertain Liam, and I've got everything for him that he needs. And that's it for today's video, guys. If you like these sort of videos, please hit the thumbs up. Also turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe. And guys, make sure you watch some of my latest video. I absolutely loved the Zara haul, the 20-pound challenge. It's in the previous videos. And feel free to look at some other of my videos, some of the latest vlogs I absolutely love. Check the microblading one, because that is such a fun video, full of fun stuff, some of my styling videos. So make sure you're not gonna log out and continue watching, because there's so much more I have filmed for you. But now it's time to go, so we'll see you in check. Bye! Actually, the Jo Malone smells so good. I'm gonna use it right away. So good, guys. Super good. I used to be that glamorous person that when traveling I would take the most glamorous things out of my bag. Now it's like nappies, dummy, snack, another apple. Life has changed.